Should have started.
Yo,
Should have started.
Hey, did you get that? Did you?
Yeah, should have started.
Hey, I'm leaving that in the video, bro.
Yeah.
I'm leaving that in. Well, I know.
All right, here we go.
Or I need to send you.
Hey, where's my camera? Hey, Pete, yep. Hey, Pete, as soon as we said that, you should put me on game. Oh, really?
Look. I know it's late. But for this, I don't give it. Whoa! Did you just see what the Suns did? Hold on. Hold on. This is not the Suns team I saw playing 2 weeks ago. This is not the team I saw playing 2 weeks ago. This 10-game stretch is the hardest 10-game stretch for any NBA team in the league of the season. And the first two games, Cleveland and Milwaukee, and the Suns go 2-0. Hold on. What am I watching? First of all, the way that the Suns executed down the stretch. Where has this been all year? Where has this been? Devin Booker, Kevin Durant executing down the stretch. I haven't seen this in 2 years. Oh my God. Oh, now let me bring in my co-host to celebrate with me. There's a lot of celebrating going on here today, Tone. A lot of celebrating. Just saying. Huh?
Hold on, let me get my.
Woo! I'm gonna ask again. There's something in the air, Tone. There's something in the air here in Phoenix. It smells like effort. It smells like hustle. It smells like loyalty and respect, and I'm not talking about John Cena. There's something in the air, Tone. And hold on. Before we get any further into this show, let me Hey, Tone, can you I sometimes I forget to read how to read. Can you just tell the people who this is on my shirt? If you could help me out just a little bit, brother. Can you help me out and tell me who this is on my shirt?
What you got there? Who's that?
I need a little bit of help.
Who's that? Tyus Jones?
You know, a wise man once told me, okay, very, very wise man. He's got a lot of wisdom. Okay. Very wise man once told me 2 words. 2 words. One of them is a conjunction. Learned that in school. Those 2 words, the book will cook you.
I need to copyright that.
Wise man once told me, the book will cook you.
I definitely need to copyright that for somebody, catch on.
Hey. Listen, he didn't have the greatest shooting night.
One second.
He didn't have the greatest shooting night. I'll admit.
There we go.
Didn't have the greatest shooting night. But when you need him most, hold on. When you need him most, Devin Booker will show up.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hold on. What about the other guy?
Oh, he was fantastic tonight. He was amazing. Our 2 stars were absolutely fantastic.
So you can't forget. You guys not just them. Don has some big plays.
Hold on. Big play.
No, big plays. Plays.
Oh no. Oh no. I think you're underemphasizing the word big. Tone, can you do this for me?
Oh yeah. He definitely had one of those. Giannis. Where's
Put
Jesse
him in the
at?
brim.
Where's Jesse at?
Jesse, I just got off the phone with him. He's little upset. Little upset. It's okay.
Diaper dandies. But no, that was a great game. It's a great game. Hold on though. I gotta ask you a quick question. Not to sour the moment. But how'd you feel about that foul? And I know you know exactly what foul I'm talking about.
Okay, let's specify, because I think there was a few fouls that should have been called. Which are you talking about, the Tyus Jones foul call?
No, I'm talking about the one that was called in the 4th quarter. Actually, no. It was called a jump ball. It wasn't called a foul.
Yeah, that should have been a foul. Giannis threw his body.
Yo, if Booker would have got hurt, I'm like, yo, what's wrong with Giannis?
You see what I'm saying?
No.
How is that not a foul?
You see what I'm saying? I tell you that Giannis does that all the time. I sent you a clip, and you try to tell me that that's not something that Giannis is known for. I'm like, that's what Giannis does.
He's African.
And now it happened to your guy.
Oh yeah. Oh, if Devin Booker would have got, because he hit his face pretty good on the floor, on the hardwood.
But it was his leg. He landed like he almost sat on his leg. I was like,
yeah. That was definitely a scary moment. I mean, my first reaction was, how is that not a foul? I mean, what are we doing? I mean, he just threw his body onto Devin Booker and somehow nobody got a foul. I mean, Giannis gets every foul in the book. And
you sound like somebody I know. This is crazy. Hold on. Say it again.
See, there you go. You know what the problem is? Yeah. We both have problems with Giannis. I think that's where we team up. Okay, but no, tonight was fantastic. Tonight was
we can be positive and talk about how great of a game you guys had.
That was really good. That was really good. Yes, I know there's no Damian Lillard. I understand that. That team has still been able to win games.
You play who you play. Exactly.
And the way that, I mean, Giannis was fantastic tonight. He missed 2 crucial free throws. But what else is
He
new
missed a lot of free throws, but 2 that were crucial.
down
And
the
y'all
stretch?
gave up a Gary Trent Jr. wide open 3, and I was like, oh my God.
He was killing us the entire fourth quarter. And
Wide
and
open.
that's who we leave open?
But hey, sometimes that's the one that stresses you out when you're wide open. You miss that. And that's what he did. And yeah,
Off the back rim. I mean, and
hey,
then Kyle Kuzma comes and he just hits a 3
yeah.
and 1-3.
You know, the crazy thing is the play before that, it was like 2 plays before that. Devin Booker came down on the right side, pick and roll with who was that? Was it done? Was it done or was it also? One of them. eh, 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 Oh no, it was the other guy, and he couldn't get him the ball. He couldn't get him the ball in a scoring position, and they just redid it, and then Kevin Durant, Devin Booker couldn't get off a good shot,
Yeah.
and then very next play you can hear Eddie Johnson saying, "Get Kevin Durant the ball," and I'm still the whole time I'm thinking the same exact thing, like, get KD the ball, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because it just looked too obvious. You know what I'm saying? It looked
Yeah.
too drawn up. And I'm like, yo, sometimes you just got to go with the flow. Like, Book, if you don't got nothing, get somebody else to rock. And you're great at doing that, creating, because you're going to attract too many people because you know how to get to the basket. You know how to hit the middle. You know how to do what it do. D-Book could cook it. But, nah, KD,
My bad. What'd you say? I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear that last part.
yeah, he will. D-Book could cook you. And then KD with the long triple. And then after that and one, D-Book with the step back to the right. Watch out, Lopez. You can't. I don't even know why they. You're not allowed. See, that's what's wrong with the NBA right now. Is those type of you pick and roll. They get accustomed to pick and rolling and having that on a guard on a big or big on a guard the whole game. But those type of moments, you can't have that, and that's what's wrong with the NBA. If you're not practicing that, then you don't get accustomed. You know what I'm saying? And you got to have a team that can do that. And look, Brook Lopez is not the type of center that can switch out on the guard.
Hey, hold on. Let me. Hey, this. You know what? This show. I feel, Tone. You and I. It's great. I feel like we're missing somebody. It's missing a little something, right? It's missing a little something. You know what I mean? Like you're eating a meal. Like, this needs a little salt. This needs a little ketchup. Needs a little ranch. Let me bring in that ranch. I mean, David Largo.
The ranch is crazy.
Let me just hold on. Let me.
Hey, did you pick ranch because it's white?
Hold on. Let's move on.
Hey, Tone, I know you picked it up.
We gotta.
He picked the most blanding of condiments because I'm white. That's mad white. That's mad
wicked.
Hey,
man.
okay.
Wicked.
Hey, if I'm being honest though, ranch is my favorite condiment. So
hey, yo, hold on though, real quickly. Is my camera doing what y'all's cameras is doing? Are you seeing that, D-Lo? Y'all, did you see his, Maul? Did you see D-Lo's camera just do it? A little flash? All right, well, pay attention. Let me know if you see it.
Whoa, see, hey, FBI tapping in here. Hey, Tone, what you got going on?
See, D-Lo's camera just maybe, I don't know, maybe it's mine. D-Lo said he's seen your camera do it, though.
That was just when I joined, though. I haven't seen it since.
Yeah, his hasn't done it, but yours just did it for me. But hey, if anybody else seeing it, then I ain't worried about it.
Hold on, real quick, D-Lo. I asked Tone this when he hopped on. I gotta ask because sometimes it's hard for me to read. It's hard, I get kind of colorblind too. Okay, so I do want to ask David Largo, can you tell me who's on this shirt? I sometimes I need a little help.
I mean, it says it on this shirt. I mean, it's written in wording.
That's what I'm saying. I can't read sometimes. Sometimes I lose my ability to read. I just need you to tell me who is on this shirt.
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie. The way you sucked that man off, I'm surprised you don't know.
Whoa!
Goodness.
Hey, nah, but that's D-Buck. That's D-Buck.
You damn right. You damn right. You absolutely right. Okay, sorry. We can get on with the show now. Now that I have confirmed who was on my T-shirt, David Largo. What was your reaction
Lord
to
have mercy.
these Phoenix Suns going ahead and beating the Milwaukee Bucks?
They still at the bottom of the seating. I mean,
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're
Damn.
pushing.
it's
We're still the
impressive.
10 seed.
Listen,
still a 10 seed.
it's still impressive to see Phoenix go out and beat what I would consider a top 3 contender in the East. Um, it's impressive. The Bucks have been on a roll recently too, especially Giannis. Ever since All-Star break, he's been locked in, trying to close
Yeah.
that gap between Shea and Jokic for that MVP. Um, but I think the one guy that stands out that needs to play better is Kuz. They traded for where's the guy? He's been super streaky ever since they acquired him. So,
Yeah.
who knows? I've been saying that wasn't the answer. I think they should have kept Middleton, but yeah, I mean, the Suns needed a string of wins. They're at what, 2 in a row?
3.
That's
No,
a-
4.
that's-
4.
That's a string. That's about as high as they'll get. They'll probably lose the next game, but listen, they needed it. They were at the 11 seed. They were sliding, kind of like my team is right now. We'll probably touch on that later. Now that I'm here, but man,
Oh, yeah.
hey,
Oh, yeah.
they're lurking. They're lurking. They're looming. I don't know a team that wants to play a duo of KD and Book in a play-in. I'm just keeping it real.
Hold on, hey, Tone. Who the before we move on, who might the Suns be playing in their next game?
Oh, I knew that too.
Bring them on. Bring them on.
Yeah,
Bring them on.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Our tickets were already booked. We weren't waiting for you to say that. Just want to point that out.
Yeah, all I'm saying is I don't know if you beating Ramadan JB. I'm not sure you're doing it.
Nah, you know what's crazy? Is Tatum got hurt today. He made a 3, and Sabonis was underneath him, and it twisted his ankle. He walked off the court, so he might be all right, but I don't even know if he'll play next game.
I don't think they need it.
I don't. That's what I'm
They
like.
locked up as a
I,
locked up as a 2 seed anyway. Keep them
as
out.
Cleveland, I don't say that if Cleveland plays tomorrow, if they lose,
They
then
on a
he
skid
might.
too.
Then he might play because we're only 4 games back. But if they win tomorrow, then I doubt he plays.
They on what, a 4-game skid? The Cavs are.
They won their last game.
They beat Utah,
but they were on
Utah
like a 3 or 4 game skid.
Yeah. Tonight was fantastic. I mean, Kevin Durant is just lighting. He's on fire right now. He is absolutely torching people. I mean, he had 30. First of all, he had 42 the other night against Cleveland. He had 38 tonight. He made 7 of his 9 3-point attempts.
And
he had 11
in the fourth.
I mean, he made 11 field goals, 7 of which were 3-pointers, and he shot 9. I mean, now we have to get better with turning the ball over. Tonight, if we would have lost, but hold on. Also, another wise man once told me, you never take anything in a loss. You would take anything in a win. You wouldn't in a loss. The turnovers have to stop. Devin Booker, 5 turnovers. KD, 5 turnovers. We have to stop. It has to be done with. Because we gave the Bucks too many opportunities tonight. Way too many. And when you give a team like that, with a player like that on the other side, opportunities like they had tonight, 9 times out of 10, you lose that basketball game. But the way that the Phoenix Suns are playing right now, they are locked in. I mean, they're playing defense. They're hustling. They're all over the place. They're getting rebounds, the offensive rebounds. They are all over the place. That's the reason why they won the game. The reason why they almost lost was the turnovers. It has to stop. The turnovers has to stop. They are too talented to not get shot at the rim every time down. They have to stop giving the ball to the other team. And if they do that on Wednesday against Boston, they will lose.
Hey, I may have missed out, but did you shout out your mans for dunking on Giannis already? Did you do that?
Oh, yeah. Hey, put him in the rim. Put him in the rim. Ryan Dunn. So far, of the second half, Ryan Dunn has been the MVP of the Phoenix Suns. These past are not okay, not the entire second half.
I'm gonna go that
but
far.
the last four games, he's been the MVP. Yes.
After you just said
mentioned,
KD,
thank
42
you. Thank
and
you for
38,
saying that.
and we talk
Thank
about Ryan
you
Dunn.
for-
Ryan Dunn. Yeah, without Ryan Dunn, we don't win as much as
KD
we
just
are
had
right
a
now.
KD just hit the big bucket and he punched somebody's shot at the end. Like, come on, man, don't do that. At the end of the
He did.
third, like this, punch that empty glass. They were trying to get a quick bucket. Don't do
But
that.
Ryan Dunn
KD,
does all the little things that
he's
Devin Booker
played
and
very
Kevin Durant
well.
don't do.
He's been what most would call the glue guy. He has not let things seep through. Like certain plays, he gets that loose ball. He gets that block. He picks up that turn. Like he hit a big shot. He hit a big three. Like he has,
Yeah.
but he's not the MVP. Let's not get that twisted.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect KD like that.
I'm sorry. You taking KD off that team, they not
Okay,
win-
maybe.
they not
Maybe.
winning.
Okay, maybe. But also if you take Ryan
KD
Dunn
might
off, they're not
see
winning.
this, and I'm just going, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to hold
Hey,
it down for us right now. Like,
if you-
KD see this, he's going to feel some type of way.
Yeah, hey, if KD see this, just know it was all the Sun fan that said this.
Yeah, that's
Go
that.
back and
Bad
look
that.
at
KD.
Hey, go
Underline
back
that.
and look at the past streams. He was saying to trade your ass.
Oh. And if we don't even make the playoffs this year, I will continue saying trade Kevin Durant.
Damn,
So-
KG. I hope you don't see this.
Hey, KD, retweet this on like Twitter or something.
I was just about to say, if you see this, tweet me. It's okay. Tweet me, and I'll respond. It's all right.
This is some shit he would retweet though. He
Yeah.
would totally retweet some shit like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't
Listen,
do it, KD. Don't do it to us.
Kevin
This
Durant
is not
has
how I
been
want to
fantastic.
become famous.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, brother. You know what I mean? But no, I don't know how. Let me tell you something. 2 weeks ago, the Suns lose this basketball game by 20. 20. But the way that they have turned the switch on, they flipped the switch. The way that they have been hustling and playing defense and rebounding the basketball and doing all the little things, that's why they won this game tonight. That's why they beat the number 1 seed in the East the other night.
They're playing with a different confidence. Yo, who's
Yes.
the young guard? What's
Colin
his name?
Gillespie,
Where the hell he came from? Where he come from?
Denver. We signed him this year as on a 2-way contract, and he's starting now. That's what hard work gets you.
But no
what
lie,
hard work-
it fits. Like if you just look at how it's going, it fits.
Yeah,
It look good.
it does. Now, I do have to admit, Tyus Jones was in the game late down the stretch, but Colin Gillespie still has been fantastic.
Jamal
Yeah,
sitting there
sometimes
thinking
that's
that
how it
he's what
works.
he wanted Tyus Jones to be.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it.
Yes.
I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it.
Why not?
No, I'll say it.
Why not?
Because I preached to you at the beginning of the season and you just was telling me you knew the bro, like you was in this freaking back pocket seeing something that I ain't never
Whoa!
seen. I'm just saying, like
Bro thought he was gonna come in and give him
I
Washington
watched them play
numbers. Like
basketball before and I was like, what are we expecting here?
this is Washington. You see what Kuz was doing in Washington, and now look what he's doing in Milwaukee. He's stinking. Bunch of stinkers. That's what he's doing.
Okay, no, I do gotta admit.
Hey,
Kuzma
look
wasn't
at what
awful tonight.
Beal. Look at Beal.
Yeah. Oh God.
He was in Washington. Now look what he. Now look at him.
Can I
Stinkers.
also just mention this year without Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant and Devin Booker both play, our record is 13-3. Hold on, let me say that one more time for the people in the back. Our record this year, when Kevin Durant and Devin Booker play, and Bradley Beal does not, we are 13-3.
Yeah, hold on. That's because y'all have a more defense on the floor.
Yes.
And you
Hey.
have less people worried about shooting the basketball because a lot of people like D Booker will then be like, oh, I gotta make sure homie get 3 shots between. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
gotta make sure it's less people to defer. It's like, dog, I gotta shoot the ball. That's what I
And
said.
I also got to say, when all three of them were healthy to start the year, y'all started 8-1. Talk
That's a
about
great
it.
point. That's a great
Yeah.
point.
Injuries riddled them, lost their confidence. Now we're at the 10 seed.
I mean, the
I
thing
still
is,
like Bill.
I
His
like
work.
him, but he has two problems. He can't play defense and he can't stay healthy.
He can play defense. He's just not the defender that he once was because he's a little older. But I feel like if he's gonna stay that, I feel like he should come off the bench. Like they need
Yeah.
someone, and he should just be the like the 6 man bucket. Be the Jay Crawford. Be one of those type of Lou Will type of bucket. Average 20 off the bench.
Yeah,
If Peyton Pritchard could do it, he could do it.
you actually read my mind. So one of the things I have here is Bradley Beal will eventually come back. The biggest thing, if I think the way for him to impact this team is have Katie and Book start with the young guys. The same starting lineup they've been going with. You have Colin Gillespie, you have Devin Booker, you have KD, you have Ryan Dunn, you have Nick Richards. That's the starting lineup. That's the starting lineup that's been winning games. That's the starting lineup that's been playing well. You stick with that. Bradley Beal or no Bradley Beal. Now, when he comes back, you have him come off the bench, like Tone mentioned, right? Like Tone mentioned. You have him come off the bench with Tyus Jones. You have him come off the bench with Cody Martin. You have him come off the bench with Oso Iguodaro. And then you put some starters in there somewhere. But you have the guys that have been playing well. You still have them come in and play and have some sort of impact because that's what they've been doing. But don't take minutes away from the guys who have been playing well just because you're paying this idiot $50 million for the next 3 years.
Damn,
I
like
say, I
you
I
just
don't know
turned.
why head coaches do that, and they feel like they have to have the need to start the players that are like getting paid more.
It doesn't make any sense.
It don't make no sense if you got a guy that's
That's
super hot that's on the bench. Why are you not
part of
rolling with him?
Keep going
You
with
know
part
what
of
I
him.
the
mean?
game. Part of
Keep
the
going with him.
game.
I understand it's
Uh,
part of the game and you want to get your stars going, but if he's having a hard time and he can get more adjusted and get going
Off the bench like he was coming off the bench and he was doing great, and then they put him back in the starting lineup. That's what happened.
Oh, they're
yeah.
trying to increase his value so that they can
And
potential
he's got a no
trade.
trade card. He's got a no trade clause.
Yeah.
He's not going
Yeah,
nowhere.
He's
He's
not
not
going
going nowhere.
anywhere
He's not
unless
going
he
nowhere.
really wants to go somewhere.
Unless they get rid of KD and then he's like, all right, I can't win here. Let me go somewhere else. I'll
well,
see
they
you.
But
might not
like,
have to get rid of KD. KD might walk.
you know,
Katie might walk where?
He might walk up out of here.
He ain't a free agent. He ain't a free agent. We getting
My
some back for him.
my
Yeah, you
walking
getting something back.
walk
My
him to
bad. I don't want to say
Houston.
like, but I'm just saying like
Yeah.
he might be like,
Shit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I want out, and they're gonna have no choice but to get him out because he only got 1 year left.
And that's
Houston.
okay. Houston
Houston.
would be tough, man. Houston would be tough. Okay. Today's a great day. March 24th. It's one of my favorite days personally. It reminds me of something, just a great day, another event. Speaking of which, involves this guy. The anniversary of Devin Booker scoring 70 points. I mean, it's just a great day. I remember watching that game and just thinking like, wow, this guy is going to be a star. This guy is going to be fantastic. He's going to be the greatest Phoenix Sun ever. And he has only become that.
Really?
Not yet, but almost.
Hey man, I remember watching that game and thinking, damn, this guy's gonna be good, but damn, get a W. You know what I mean? Like shit.
Oh,
Yeah? Oh, really? You want to talk
They
about W's?
they still
Because
suck
we
that
we
year, but
we
they
we don't have to spend too much time on this topic. We can actually get on to the next topic I wanted to bring up.
no, hold on, we on D
who they
book right
lose
now. We
to?
on
Who
Oh,
they lose to?
we can't bring it up and then move
uh,
on that quick. I mean, it was still a great game, phenomenal
it
game.
was a fantastic game. It was a
Shot
fantastic game.
50% from the field.
Oh yeah, and
He
90
also
and
he
90
shot
plus percent from the free throw
He
line.
shot like
he
47
shot
shots.
26 of them. No,
shot
he only shot
26.
40, like I think 41
See,
maybe.
there you go, Hayden. There you go, Hayden. There you go,
No, I'm
hating
just
on man.
asking. I'm
No,
trying.
no. See, there you go. Jason Tatum ever
Nah,
scored
yo.
70?
What did I say the other day? I said if you shoot that many shots, you trying to win. Didn't I say that? I'm not gonna change up that quote now
I
because
mean,
D Book, he was trying to win.
yeah,
They
that team
lost. And
was
it's
it was
like
some
like
cheeks.
That team was awful.
That team
Terrible.
was
he was trying to
dookie.
win. Nah,
They gave y'all 70.
Tatum ain't never had that, but he definitely done had some 50s. I think he has the most
Yeah.
50-point playoff games.
Hold on. So okay, hold on.
How
Hold
many?
on. Hold
Wait,
on.
how many
Has
years ago was that? That
He
was.
come into the league,
20,
I should say. He
2016?
I
finished
was
that
gonna say
quote.
that's IT Celtics that he did that on, right? That was the good Celtics team.
2017. March 24th, 2017.
Yeah,
What a great day in
I
history.
think that was IT Celtics. They were like the number one seed that year, I'm pretty sure.
They were number
Yeah.
one or number two, because I know Toronto was really good that year too.
Yeah, they were up there, but yeah,
What
that
a
was a
what a
good
what a what,
team. That was a great
what a
team.
what a great day. What a great day in history. I just want to bring that up today. I can't. How could
Yeah.
I go on without March 24th and not bring up Devin Booker's 70-point game?
Hey, we
Yeah,
won that
50%
day,
from the
and we
field,
won today. It's a great day.
24 and 26 from the free throw line. It was a game.
That
He
was
just couldn't
fantastic.
come out with the win. That's
That's all
You need
right.
to win if you're
That's all
They
gonna
right.
won
score
today.
70.
They
I mean,
won
when you're playing
today.
when you're playing with a bunch of high schoolers, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be hard to win. So,
You gotta
uh,
if you gonna win, you gotta score. It's 70. You gotta win. It's gotta
yeah,
happen.
that's cool and all, but if Devin Booker is out there playing with a bunch of just seventh graders, it's good. It's gonna be hard to win against an NBA team. So, anyways, let's move on. There's a certain someone returning to his old home to go play a basketball game tomorrow. Jimmy Butler is returning to the Miami Heat tomorrow, or returning to Miami to go play the Heat in Miami. David Largo, I'm glad you're on this show because I'm glad I get to ask you this. If you were at the game, what would your reception be for Jimmy Butler? What do you think the reception should be? And what do you think the reception will be for Jimmy Butler?
Mm. Well, hey, that's a good question. If it was me personally, I'm cheering. That man gave us solid years. Two finals appearances, four Eastern Conference Finals in 5 years. I mean, you can't ask for much more.
You guys for a little bit
Hey, I mean,
more.
hey, a
Just a
chip would have been
little
nice.
bit.
It would have been nice, but given the circumstances,
I
Yeah.
feel like he
Nah.
accomplished all that he came in for. I mean, if you saw ESPN and this stuff talking about when he first signed, they were saying good luck in Miami being an 8 seed, not making the playoffs.
And Jimmy held it down for Heat culture.
Yeah, I mean, two
Yeah,
finals, like I said, four Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, I can't ask for much more. He gave us a chance to win. So
gave
I
y'all
think
everything he had.
if it was me, I'd be cheering. I think they should be cheering. They should give him a tribute. Um,
is that what I think is going to happen? I don't know. It's really hard to say just because of the circumstances of how he left. Um, I don't know how it is down there in South Florida right now, but they might be holding some resentment. Um, and that's tough because he gave it his all. He put us in winning positions, and we couldn't capitalize. But
I think you can't overlook his time in Miami. I think his years in Miami are the best years of his career by far.
Yeah.
And I think that he should get a standing ovation, 2 3 minute tribute video. You know, but at the end of the day, a lot of people are going to look back and say he didn't fulfill the goal. He didn't win. He didn't achieve the peak. So there are some people that are going to be skeptical of that. But yeah, I think we should be applauding him.
So, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think the Heat fans should do, and what do you think they will do?
I think they should and will give him a round of applause. Just do. He's played through a lot of injuries, through his tenure there. He's put it on all on the line. So yeah, and in Miami usually does what they're supposed to do. I don't think I've ever heard them, boo or not, give praise to a player who's put it on the line for their team and their organization. So I can't see them not, you know, going crazy for Jimmy B. Um, I think it's only right. I like D'Lo said it. The only thing is how it all ended, but I don't think I think they recognize, this isn't the first time that this is something like this has actually happened. And when you're part of, that like a fan base like that, you tend to hear clips or see certain tweets to have a little bit more of an understanding of why that player left. So you understand it, and then you go back to appreciating what they did for your team.
I'm in agreement with you guys. I can see both sides though. I can absolutely see both sides. The way he left wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. It's like a relationship, right? If you know so you're with somebody for how much? 5 years, right? You're with somebody for 5 years. They end up cheating on you. Yes, it ended awfully. It ended terribly. But you also can't forget the good times that you had that led to the 5 years. And I don't want Miami to forget those good times that Jimmy Butler brought because of how it ended. Um, I think it'll be 50-50. I think half the crowd will be cheering, half the crowd will be booing. Um, I'll be surprised if it's any other.
Damn.
Uh-oh. What you told Mom?
Damn. Bro is out of here. Internet
Yo,
crash.
yo.
He's out of here. Get him out.
Way.
This is
Um,
Well,
this is the Tone and D'Lo show now.
he's back. There you go.
there we
Hey,
go.
there
There we go. There we
he is.
go. Yeah. I'll like I was saying, I'll be surprised if it's any other way than 50-50. But yeah, he gave Miami a lot of good times, and he was fantastic for them. I mean, playoff Jimmy was one of the best basketball players I've ever watched with my two own eyes. Um, so what Jimmy did for that organization, it's absolutely just fantastic. So, but I'm glad we were able to bring that up. Um,
Heck yeah, man.
Anthony
I go
Davis.
back and watch 2023 Miami Jimmy Butler playoff highlights at least
Oh
once a month.
man,
I do it.
he was fantastic, fantastic. Oh my, yeah,
Especially
that
in
was.
that first series versus Milwaukee.
Oh, against
I
Milwaukee,
think
he was fantastic against Boston. He was, and he just now. I think he might have just ran out of gas in the finals against Denver, but he was fantastic for the most part.
So that's a series
honestly,
Max Drew stepped on the line.
nah, we won that year.
Yeah, Max Drew stepped on the line. They didn't
Get
call it.
this man out of here.
See, there you go. See, there you go,
There you
Hayden.
go.
Crazy,
Hey,
There you
man.
go, Hayden.
hey, man. But listen, no, I mean, dude, it's Jimmy.
Yeah,
I feel like regardless of the
Jimmy
antics,
B.
if you're not a fan of Jimmy, like I don't think you're a fan of basketball.
Yo, I do
yeah.
got one question because I thought it was gonna go away once he got traded. What's going on with bro's head?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I
That's a question I can't help you with, brother.
I can't help you with that question.
Oh,
Hey, I
I
don't
got
know.
yo Jimmy, man. Call in, man. We need to know, man. What type of trend are you
Oh,
setting?
yeah. No, I think Jimmy might be like the peak of my Miami Heat fandom. I honestly can't name a whole lot of moments that are better. I mean, 24 or 2013 Ray Allen is up there. Um, Wade's last game is up there, but um, that 50-point game versus Milwaukee is right there with it. I mean, it was incredible.
Jimmy's
Yeah.
one of those players that like if he like when it's all said and done, you're gonna be like, damn. If he doesn't get one, you're gonna be like, damn, I wish Jimmy got a ring.
Yeah.
Because he puts in the work. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those type of guys that, you know, you look back at a couple players He could potentially, if he doesn't get one. He's on a team that's looking like they got a good shot right now.
You know what? At the risk of elongating of a long conversation and debate, who right now is better all time, Jimmy Butler or Carmelo Anthony?
Don't do that. Don't don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Heat fan, and I don't know if we can have that convo.
It's my Wi-Fi keep going down.
I don't know if we can
It's
have that
because you tried to
convo.
start this conversation. Don't do that.
Hold on,
That's why your Wi-Fi just went out. You trying
because
to
I
start?
because
Yeah.
You trying to
because I
start
hold on because
madness?
I know who Tone. I know now after saying that I know who Tone thinks. D'Lo.
Yeah, I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can have that conversation
Well, why not?
because I don't think it's particularly close.
Okay, close in
Uh,
whose favor?
bias aside, I would love to pick him, but it's mellow.
Okay, all right. Okay, so we're all in agreement. We're all in agreement. Okay, I thought it'd be an interesting
And I'm
conversation, but
a
if
and I'm
we all
a
agree,
huge fan of two-way plays. But
Yeah,
Melo's just that good on offense, and he still
yeah,
played a little defense in his prime.
he
You
in
know what
his
I'm
did.
prime,
saying?
back in Denver.
Yeah, he
Yep,
played some defense, but Melo was. Some would argue, I'm not sure there's people that played against him, but argue that he's questionably and arguably the best scorer that they've ever tried to defend. Like the same way
Yeah,
some people talk about Kevin Durant. Melo's stronger, and so he's backing you down. He's making you like this when you playing defense. It's different than playing KD.
it is. Katie's got that hezzy pull, but Melo catch it in a block and face up, and
boy,
he'll give you that jab pull up. Oh, they were scared.
unstoppable,
They was
unstoppable.
scared. Um,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, it's Melo, and it's not
okay.
close. Now, if
We're in
Jimmy
agreement.
B were to go out and get a ring and win a Finals MVP, we can bring that
That
conversation up. Then
yes,
we can bring the conversation up. But
I agree.
until then, I don't think it's close.
All right. Anthony Davis came back tonight. He returned, played 27 minutes in a win versus the Brooklyn Nets. He didn't do much, obviously coming back from injury, still working his way back. 12 points, 6 from 9 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3. He had 6 rebounds, a block, a steal. He was okay. Obviously, like I said, only played 27 minutes in his return tonight. With him coming back, how do you like the Mavericks' chances of making it into the play-in?
Go
Tone
ahead,
or
Tone.
D'Lo?
Yeah, go ahead, Tone.
They actually,
I
I
know
mean,
you got that big side going on, huh?
yeah, because I wouldn't even play him. Like I just don't understand what they're doing. But I mean, sadly, they actually have a chance. Because the Suns have such a rough schedule, and I mean, AD does bring an element. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he doesn't bring anything. If you're gonna
Yeah,
play him
he's
30 minutes,
fantastic.
he's gonna give you 30 minutes of good basketball. You see, he got some rebounds, some blocks, and some points. Like he's gonna do what it do, and he's only gonna get better if they got what 10 games left, something like that. And
Yep. 11, I think, after tonight.
yeah, and so who knows if he's gonna play all 11, but yeah, he's likely gonna get a little better. They'll as a team they'll get a little bit more rhythm. They do have some offense still, and they got a couple people that are fearless, like they're just out there hooping. So who knows? Honestly, I would rather on just me personally as a basketball fan, I'd rather see the Suns in the playoffs and play in. But they gotta earn it.
D'Lo, how much of a chance do you think the Mavericks have of making the play-in with Anthony Davis coming back?
Um, I don't see them sneaking in. Um, to your point, Tone, you talking about them wanting to sit him. Dallas does want to sit him. There was a report that came out that said that they wanted to sit him for the rest of the season, and
Oh
AD
yeah,
told him
well,
no.
ought to cut his tires or something, slash his tires.
Yeah. AD told him no and said that he wanted to get back out on the floor. So you got to respect that. coming from him. Especially he's got a reputation of being street clothes Davis, and he's kind of washed that off. And I applaud him for getting out there. But they just have lost too much, right? Kyrie's out for the year. He's done. They traded Quentin Grimes, who in Philly is phenomenal. I don't know if you guys have been watching any Philly
He's been
games.
amazing.
He's been
He's
he's
been
Yeah,
been
he about to earn
amazing out
himself a
there.
bag.
He's
Yeah.
about to get a bag. He should be getting paid what PG getting paid right now, but we'll leave it alone.
Hey boy.
Hold on. You
We'll leave it
you
alone.
said some craziness on PG in the chat. Craziness.
Hey, we'll leave it alone. But
Yeah.
no, I mean,
madness.
I didn't watch the game tonight, but I don't think Gafford is back. I still don't think PJ
No.
is back.
PJ's back.
Still won.
PJ's back.
PJ's
Gafford's
back.
not.
Gafford and Lively are both still out.
So I mean, I don't know if they have enough to get past Phoenix, considering Phoenix is still rocking, Katie and Book, and I feel like that duo can still get you a play-in. AD by himself, we've seen him do it, but with him coming back from injury, he hasn't played in a few weeks. He's gonna be shaking off a little rust.
Does Dallas have a tough schedule?
Dallas doesn't have a necessarily tough schedule,
No.
but I'm glad you brought up schedules, because I think Dallas can sneak into the play-in. Here's the thing. I think Dallas and Phoenix can both get into the play-in. Here's why. Sacramento has been absolutely scuffling. They have not played some good basketball. And you want to talk about his
Sabonis is
schedule?
out, right?
Sabonis,
He played today.
he played today.
He's the one who hurt Tatum.
Yeah, I
When
was
you-
gonna say he got that ankle injury a few days ago. I thought he was gonna be out a little bit longer, but
But when you talk about schedules, they have a pretty tough one. They have Oklahoma City, Portland, Orlando, Indiana. Now you have two gimmies in Washington and Charlotte, but then you go to Cleveland, go to Detroit, home against Denver, home against the Clippers, and then home against the Suns to end the year. The Kings might be in trouble.
yeah, I see them losing over half of those games.
I agree. The Kings might be in trouble, and the Mavericks and the Suns just might be able to sneak into the play-in. And if the Suns have that 9 seed and the Mavericks have the 10 seed, I like the Suns' chances. And then right now, it would be the Suns would then face the loser of the Clippers and the Timberwolves. And see, that's where it gets tough.
Damn, the West is so stacked, dude.
Just stacked.
The fact that
Be
the
some
Clippers and the
fun
Wolves are
playoffs,
7 and
boy.
8.
Gonna be
You
some
got-
fun playoffs, boy.
And speaking
it's
of
gonna be-
LA,
Yeah.
they've been looking good too. They've been looking
Watch
good.
out. Watch out. That's all I'm going to tell you. The Clippers are a sneaky good basketball team. I'm really hoping they make it out of the play-in, but because I don't want to face them as a Suns fan, I don't want to face them. That's a good bet. Now, again, we swept them this year, but that doesn't mean I want to face them. They're a very good basketball team.
They got
a
that
very good
piece
basketball
over there.
team.
Kawhi's been really good. Harden
Kawhi
has
is-
been phenomenal.
Man, that's
They
a
got
good
who,
basketball
6'11"
team.
power forward.
Zubac has been really good.
So who are you talking about? Who the 6'11" power forward?
I don't know what's his name.
And they got Derrick Jones Jr. over there, but he's not 6'11".
Yeah, see,
Man.
there you go, Tom.
What's that dude's name?
See, there you go, bro. See, there
Yeah.
you go, bringing people up.
He's talking about Tom.
I can't remember his name.
Who you talking about?
I'm trying to think.
Oh, he ain't gonna do nothing. Ben Simmons.
Oh, get out of here. Oh
You
my
ain't no
God.
good, bro. You ain't no good.
Forgot he was even on the damn team now. My lord.
Hey.
He hit him with the sky hooky the other night like this.
Yeah, and then turn the ball over immediately right after. So
Ben Simmons.
But no, they
Ben
sneaky good. They
Yeah.
are sneaky dangerous.
I agree.
Yeah, he can
I don't
still play
think-
defense. He's still
Yeah, he can.
6'11".
Wanted
to Still take
see
up
them in the first round.
Yeah, that is right now. Let me see the standings. If the Clippers end up the 7 seed, they would play Houston. I'm taking the Clippers. I'm going
I'd
to
take
keep
the
it a bean.
Clippers in that series. I would.
Yep, I'm right there with you. I would take the Clippers. Now
Yeah,
Houston is
and you
one
know
like,
James Harden gonna make it personal.
oh
Hell
man,
yeah,
oh
he would.
god.
Hell yeah. Oh my lord.
But yeah, right now the Suns are tied with the Mavericks, and the Suns do have the tiebreaker over the Mavericks. And they're only one game behind in the loss column. They have the same amount of the wins, but they're only one game behind in the loss column with the Kings. And so they got Oklahoma City tomorrow or in the next game. I don't know when they
Do
play.
they have a tiebreaker with Sacramento?
They do not, I don't think.
Obviously, they played the last game of the season, but who's won the other three?
The Kings. I think the Suns got one. The Suns got one. I think the Kings have the other two.
Mm,
No, I lied. Actually, I know the Suns got one.
mm.
The Suns got one, and I know the Kings have at least one. Let me see. The Kings have two. The Suns got one.
Okay, it might be
So
spooky.
that game is going to be huge at the end
It
of
might
that
be
game is going to be
spooky.
huge. Yeah, but you guys mentioned it. I cannot wait for the playoffs. They are gonna.
They need to be here sooner, dude.
Yeah,
Oh my lord.
yeah.
I
I
don't
cannot
know.
wait.
Like y'all said, there's gonna be a couple of tough games right before the playoffs. It's gonna be like 2 or 3 important games to get into the playoffs, and then the build up for the play-in and playoffs. I think this is an exciting time for basketball.
Yeah,
People
it
need to
is.
tune the
Hell no,
tune.
it's not, dude.
It is.
Why do you
It
say that?
is.
Why do you say that,
As
Diego?
long as
And,
nobody gets hurt,
eh,
like that. Honestly, that Suns Bucks game was a dope game. It
it
was a lot of
was.
back and
It's a good
forth.
game.
It wasn't a high scoring. There was a lot of defense played. It was 108 to 106. It wasn't 135 to 140.
It's good basketball, man, and
Yeah,
that's what I like to see. We get that for the next week and a half, 2 weeks, and then we get to play in, and it's all gonna be crunch time basketball. I love to see it.
it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see. Um, let's close out with some football. D'Lo, it's been a we haven't
Oh,
been
it's
able to
been.
talk to you since free agency started. Um, who are some of the big free agents that you like where they went? The big free agent pickups.
Anything that the Broncos did. uh,
Man, the Broncos got
anything that
better.
the Broncos did
They got
is
better.
they just poaching Niners players. What are they doing over there?
Who they
They
got?
trying to
They took
they trying to
Hufanga.
build
They got who else? Who else?
Greenlaw. They got Dre
Greenlaw. That's
Greenlaw
right.
too.
Trey Greenlaw.
They trying to build the Denver 49ers over there. Golly, dude. Um, but no, I
That's
like
crazy.
I like the pickups that the Broncos have made. I like the re-signings of Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, even though it's very expensive. I feel like you have to lock down your receivers.
I think, but that's sorry to cut you off, but that's where we disagree. I mean, you have over what $600 million invested into 3 offensive players, and that your defense was the worst in the league last year.
I mean, yeah, but
And then you're gonna lose. You're
who
gonna lose your best defensive player.
the thing is that who are you going out in free agency and overpaying for to then make that defense just a title contending defense?
I mean, but the guy that you had, the guy that's led the league in sacks the past 2 years in Trey Hendrickson, you're gonna lose him because you gave your money to now again Jamar Chase. I have no problem. He is the best receiver in the league. Just came off a Triple Crown winner. He give him his money he rightfully earns. Let
Mhm.
T walk. Let him go make his money and go get a number 2 receiver somewhere out in free agency. Amari Cooper is still available. Like, go
Mhm.
get you a number 2 receiver somewhere that you don't have to pay 20 some odd million dollars a year, so you can go spend some of that 20 million in your defense, which was the worst in the league last year and one of the reasons why you didn't make the playoffs.
I think they draft a bunch of rookies on defense though.
But
That's the way that's how you have to build teams now is you have to lock down a few key players and you have to build through the draft and you have to hope that you get lucky and you get some studs. I mean, San Francisco's been doing it for years and now look, we had to pay everybody. The window's closed. It's over,
yeah,
right? Um, and so I feel like if you're Cincinnati, that's what you have to do. They have their franchise QB, top 4 QB in the league, wherever you want to put them, 1 through 4, don't care. You have the best receiver in the league, Jamar Chase. you have technically a wide receiver one on most other teams
Absolutely.
at your wide receiver two.
hmm
Now, is it going to be a mistake of paying him in the future? Yeah, probably. If you don't go out and win, you can't do anything else, right?
Like
But
you have nobody to block him, and you can't run the ball.
right now, I feel like they did the best that they could without giving up too much.
Yeah.
I think it works out, even if T. Higgins and it doesn't work out for the next 2 years. He's still going to be good in 2 years. He's not going to fall off a
Yeah.
cliff. You could go out and get some value for him, right? So I don't mind it. I really don't. Um, I like what New England is doing. Um,
Yeah, they've made some sneaky good moves.
they've made some sneaky moves. Arizona, I like the signing of Sweat.
Oh man, that is Josh Sweat. I mean, when I saw that, I lit
They
up
needed.
because
They
oh
needed it.
my god, I mean, needed in all capital letters, needed. I mean, just needed a certified pass rusher, and you go out and get the guy that just had 2.5 sacks in the Super Bowl. In my opinion, the guy who should have won Super Bowl MVP. You bring that guy in for less than $25 million a year? Are
They
you kidding
needed
me?
pass rush too. I think Arizona was one of the worst teams in terms of pressure rating last year. They were
Yes,
awful.
terrible. You
Um,
couldn't get to the
and
passer.
it put a lot of pressure on that secondary. You can't get to anyone. Someone's gonna get open eventually, right? He
Mhm.
helps with that. Um, this is a Speaking of Arizona, this is a make or break a year for Kyler. If
I
they
agree.
don't do anything or at least sniff the playoffs, he might be on his way out the door.
I agree.
I don't see how you keep him.
Um,
Um,
Especially because with the philosophy that Monty Ossenfort and Jonathan Gannon have, they give you 2 years. They give you 2 years. They analyze you for 2 years. Now, the first year, Kyler got half a year because he was coming off of ACL. He got a full year last year. He's going to get a full year this year. Like you said, David Largo. After this year, if he's not very good, see you later, sayonara. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, because this is his third year of his 4-year contract, and he's getting paid north of $40 million. It's time to make a move. It's time to do something. Kyler, what do you got? Chips on the table, back against the wall. How are you going to perform? And
It's a perfect year for it though, because he had a whole healthy year. They got they got the continuity now. They're building, so they got the whole off season to get some things down. So it's a great year for him to show.
what he can
and
do.
he has to. I think Marv takes a leap in year two as well.
Agreed.
Um, I don't think that Marv was what Cardinals fans were hoping for coming out of the draft. I thought that they were hoping for a lot better. But even then, he still had a good season last year.
I agree.
I only expected to improve. Um, I'm looking forward to the Cardinals. I have a sneaky suspicion that they will not be at the bottom of the NFC West this year.
They better not be, or else Kyler Murray will have to file for unemployment.
Oh,
I have
so
a
that's what I was gonna say. So D'Lo, will he be a fan of Kyler's this time
it's
next year?
it's tough. I think they have a pretty decent schedule. Um,
My
I think
man, I
so.
have a whole new
I think so.
quarterback.
Uh,
Crazy.
I think Kyler will put it together this year. And if he doesn't, like I said, they're gonna find a place for him because it's not working in Arizona. But I think this is the year they get over the hump.
Now, let me ask you, because I think we can all agree who the best team is in the NFC West. Who
Mhm.
is the second best team? Who has a
Hold
chance
on,
to
but
go out and get the wild card?
before we jump, I want to say this: that I think that Arizona looks like one of those hot places, them hot spots now. So even if Kyler was to leave, I feel like you guys have potential to just fish and rail in a dope quarterback.
I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Because again, the people see there's a culture here. The
It's
Cardinals now have
building.
an
It's building.
identity.
It's real. Yeah.
Exact, like they play for each other. Like this is not something that you just do because you get paid to do it. This is a brotherhood, and people are starting to realize. Josh Sweat, like I just said, the guy who, in my opinion, should have won Super Bowl MVP, comes here on a pay cut. If you're gonna tell me that other teams weren't offering him more money, you must be out of your mind.
Your mind. I guarantee he could have made a much bigger bag.
I mean, if Milton Williams, who was fantastic, but Milton Williams got $25 million a year from the Patriots, and Josh Sweat got under that, he came here because one, he's gonna know the system. He played with Jonathan Gannon. He played with Nick Rollis in Philly. He knows the system. He's familiar with the system. He's gonna fit right in, and he's also needed and appreciated. D'Lo, you mentioned earlier the Cardinals had 0 pass rush last year. Now you have the 16th overall pick. You don't have to use that on a pass rusher. You can go out and get a guard. You can go out and get maybe somebody for the secondary. Although I kind of like the way the secondary looks for the Cardinals right now. But you can go spend that on a position that you really, really need, because edge rusher is not something you very much need anymore. You filled that position with Josh Sweat. And then you go out and get a guy like Dalvin Tomlinson, who is a big body in the middle, who can rush the passer, who can fill those gaps. He is a fantastic pickup for them. I love what the Cardinals have done this year in free agency.
Yeah, I mean, I still wouldn't mind if the Cardinals use that 16th overall pick and put someone opposite of Sweat. Do I think
Yep.
it's the biggest priority? Probably not. But, if you put a good talent on the opposite side of him where everyone is going to be focusing on Sweat, I think that whoever they pick up, if they were to do that, would have a good year.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have the double team on that side because the double is most likely going the other way. You'd be in one-on-one coverage the whole season. You
The
better do something
whole
with it.
year. The whole
So
year.
I wouldn't mind if they used that 16th pick and picked up more for the defensive line. But um, I also understand that there are some other issues on the Cardinals that should probably be addressed.
Mhm.
Um, so if you're not going to go out and get, an athletic freak at 16, I'm sure you can find some hidden gem later in the draft and go out and get a big guard and give Kyler some good protection.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing right now. I think that's what they need to do in the draft is they need a guard. You have solidified the right tackle position with Paris Johnson. He was fantastic. You need a guard. Will Henderson is a free Will Hernandez is a free agent. He's most likely he's not gonna come back. Left guard, you brought back Evan Brown, who was good for you last year, but you need somebody to solidify that position. You have Jonah Williams on the outside on the left tackle. He was okay. Can we upgrade? Yes. And then you have Yelda Froholt, who has been fantastic. But you stir up that offensive line. Can you maybe go out and get a receiver? Maybe. Can you maybe go out and get a corner? But I like Garrett Williams. I really like Max Melton. I think he's going to make a huge jump next year. Can you go out and get an inside linebacker? I think you can. You lost Kaiser White this year, which was, I think, a very big loss. He was the leader of that. Aside from Budda Baker, he was the leader of that defense. But right now, I believe in Montiel's support. I believe in Jonathan Gannon. I think they're going to absolutely shine in the draft this year. I think they're going to make some big moves, and I think they're going to be fantastic. But that's enough about my team. David Largo, the San Francisco 49ers are falling apart. They're losing pieces left and right. And all because you have to pay number 13. That guy that plays behind the center. How much do you give him, and would you pay him?
If I'm San Francisco, I stick with the offer I gave you, and I'm paying you no more than 45. I'm sorry. I don't think that I understand he's been to the Super Bowl. He's been in a Super Bowl. He's been to an NFC Conference Championship game. What do we have to show for it? I don't know if you
Fair.
can be making, top level quarterback money and win a championship at this point. There are not a lot of guys and not a lot of teams that can go out and compete that are paying these guys that much money. I mean, if you look at the top quarterbacks that are getting paid right now, Dak Prescott, Dallas, garbage.
But
Um,
that's what he's like. His agent Brock Purdy. That's what he's going to bring up. Dak Prescott's never been to a Super Bowl, never been to a conference championship, and he's getting paid $60 million. So what are you going to give a guy that has been to a conference championship, won a conference championship, and been to a Super Bowl?
I understand, but look at the team around him. Outside of CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons, what other elite talent do they have?
Yeah, that's
Elite. I'm
true.
talking elite talent. The Niners have that. They have a lot of pieces that they can work with. Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, Trent Williams, CMC. You know, they
Yeah.
have these elite guys that they're paying, and now they can't pay for the role players around them. And if you give Brock Purdy, 60 million, 55 million, whatever he's looking for,
It's a lot.
it's hard to stay in contention if you're paying one player that much money. Um, Especially when San Francisco has shown that they can win with any quarterback that you put behind there. Now, does Purdy make it look a lot better than the last quarterbacks? Of course he does. He's been phenomenal. If you actually sit down and watch San Francisco games, he's
He's been
been
really good.
miles better than anyone else that we had before.
Absolutely.
Um, but is he, you know, top level quarterback money? I don't think so. I mean, if you're San Francisco, I think you stick at 45 and you don't budge. And if you have to go out and draft a quarterback again, you go out and you draft a quarterback again. I just don't envision paying him any more than that, even though they probably will.
I agree. I think they will give him north of $50 million. Do I think he's worth $50 million? I mean, he's a local guy. He grew up in Gilbert. He went to Perry. He's a local guy, so I got love for him.
Hmm.
He's not worth $50 million. He's just not.
There
Um,
are only a subset of QBs that I think are actually worth that. And if you're
yeah,
not in the one to, I'd say 7 or 8, I don't think that you should be making that money.
I agree. I agree. Lastly, Tony and I talked about this the other night. There's another, guy that's looming out there. Uh, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers met with the Steelers. And Tone and I kind of both agreed where the best fit was for him. And before I let Tone kind of go off and let him, where's what's the where is the best option for Aaron Rodgers?
Okay, so where's the best, or where do I want him to go?
Oh, let's do both. I like those
Because if you're asking me where I
options.
want him to go, I want him to finish the Brett Favre cycle and go to Minnesota. Just for the memes, you know what I mean?
And
Um,
I think he might do wonders for JJ McCarthy too. I think he would.
I think he would.
I think
I
he
think
would.
that JJ McCarthy should still have the starting spot. Um, but I like A-Rod as a mentor over there. Um, if I'm saying the best spot that he should go, man, that's tough. Um, Obviously Pittsburgh, they haven't re-signed Russ from what I've seen.
No. Mm-mm.
I don't know if
I know
they'll even be
The
bringing him back.
Vikings. I know the Vikings have some interest. I've heard some stuff about the Vikings wanting Russ. But
Mhm.
yeah, I don't think he's going back to Pittsburgh.
I honestly, before free agency started, the sleeper team that I thought he would go to was Seattle. Obviously, he's not going there anymore. Sam Darnold signed that contract, but that was the sleeper team. That's where I thought he would go. Um, there's just not a whole lot of teams that could use his service.
Yeah.
I think it really is Pittsburgh or Minnesota. If thinking just off the top of my head, I think Pittsburgh is probably the better fit. Um,
Yeah, I mean it's tough because I mean there's a lot of teams that need a quarter, not a lot, but there's a few teams that need a quarterback. But
the
all those
Giants,
the Giants, they just went out and got Jameis Winston. But I'm sure he's not going to start because they're gonna be looking to draft somebody. whether it's Shador, whoever it is, whether it's Jackson
Yeah,
Dart, whoever it is, they're going to be looking
Cleveland's
to draft
probably
somebody.
taking one.
Exactly. So I mean, if he is going to go to one of these teams, he'll probably start 1 year, try and make a run, and then hopefully mentor the guy behind him. But Tone, if you can say it at the same time with me, I think we can both agree where Aaron Rodgers' best fit is. 3, 2, 1 is couch. So he's done. I think we both and I.
See, I don't know.
Both Tony and I
Get him out of
like.
here.
What else does he have to prove?
As
What
a
else does he
mentor,
have to
though,
prove?
you don't think that he could go out and get like a 1 year little veteran
That's
deal?
not what he
And
wants to do.
he said that he was okay doing that with the Jets.
And you believed him?
I didn't, but I think he would if he has to go home. I believe he would if he has to go home.
But that's the
Hey, he don't
thing.
want to sit in that dark room and just meditate all the time. I'm sure he still wants to go out and
Just
play some
just
football.
like I told Maul on the last pod. You remember how Draymond Green and them fans did Paul Pierce when he was like, "You ain't
You
getting
ain't no
no
Kobe.
farewell
You
tour."
ain't no Kobe. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
over, A-Rod. I'm sorry, man.
That's the
No.
thing, man.
I
Like
think that some teams could still use his presence.
I don't know. I think
There's a few teams that should go out.
I think at this point of his career, he's more of a detriment than he is a positive.
If you're not
I
paying him a
said
whole bunch of money, though, you get him for cheap.
What's cheap? Like Aaron Rodgers isn't gonna go play for the veterans minimum.
And he's not, but shit, give him like a cool little 8 mil.
But the
You
attention that he brings to a team too, I'm sorry, but it's just like it doesn't seem like it's positive attention throughout the season anymore. It's not the same. Again, it's not the same Aaron Rodgers that we're used to dealing with when he used to bring those star-studded plays, and so you didn't mind excuse my language, the bullshit. You didn't mind it.
Yeah.
But now that he's not bringing that level of gameplay, when he comes with the additives, you're like, man, and it's too much, man. Just retire.
You live
It's
with it
like,
until you can replace it.
hey, even if he's behind like a rookie QB, mentoring him up, he goes to like the
I don't want to
Giants or
see that. I don't want to
Tennessee
see
or
that. I don't want
no,
to see that.
Uh-uh.
Nah.
even
A-Rod was that
Minnesota.
dude, dog. Like I'm
Yeah.
mad that I'm mad he played the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, after his Achilles injury, I think at that point in time, call it quits. I mean, I understand he wanted to come back and leave on a good note. He could not have left on a worse note than what he did on the Jets this past year. It was bad.
It was,
bad.
but
And I
I
feel
don't
like
think it's all his fault
when that's
either.
all that's on your mind is trying to play better than the shitty year. Like just hang
It's
it
not
up,
gonna
bro.
work out. It's not gonna work out.
Just hang it up.
D'Lo, while we still got a few minutes, we got about 5 minutes. Is there anything else you wanted to bring up on the show?
Yeah, I wanna say that I need the Miami Heat to keep losing games and knock us out of the play-in so we can go get Cooper Flag.
And if you think that's gonna happen,
Capture
you
the flag.
Yeah, we really suck, dude. We really, really suck.
oh,
Listen, it was all fun and games when Phoenix was losing and I was sitting here joyous. We were the 6th seed and we had a 10-game skid and now we're at 10.
Can you do me one favor?
Lumen to 11.
how the tables have turned,
Can you do me one favor?
Yeah.
I just want to hear pause. I want to hear you say it.
Say
I don't know what you. Yes, say what?
Tony, you was right.
Oh,
I mean,
yo,
he was. Tone was right.
Someone was right.
He was.
I did not see Jimmy wanting out. I did not see it.
We
You know what I'm saying?
and we suck without him.
We do.
No, that's
Listen,
between you and Miami.
Hold on, what happened? What happened to Tyler Hero? What?
Tyler's been very inconsistent since All-Star break. Bam has been getting back on track.
Why he let Thompson doing bad like that?
A man is bullying him. I mean, just
It's one stop.
taking his
I don't
lunch
need to
money.
hear that. I don't
I
need to
mean,
hear that. All
Yo,
right.
hold on. I'm not gonna lie.
yo, when they
If
did it to the
somebody's taking my
Celtics,
jersey,
I'll leave right now. I'll
when
leave
they did
right
it to
now.
the Celtics,
oh,
Chill
this
out.
man was sending video clips of a meme talking about how the brotherly love and all this. When they did it to us, this man was sending clips. I sent a clip. Now the man don't want to talk about it. It's crazy.
all right,
Bro,
hold on. I'm right on this. You
I'm
let a man
depressed, dog.
grab your jersey, two hands, throw you to the ground. I'm going to get
Mm.
yo. See, I can't even say it on here. I
Yeah,
can't.
I mean,
Be,
it's tough,
yo,
but a 10-game skid. Wiggins had to put up 42 for us to get a win against Charlotte.
oh man, yeah.
Wigs.
Butler had 3, and I mean we blew them out. But it's Charlotte.
I don't know, man.
That's tough, man.
I don't know the direction of this team, and it sucks to say because I
Hold
really
on.
enjoy
Where is it?
watching Tyler,
I enjoy
Hold
watching
on.
him
Let me get
play,
it. Let me get it for you. Let me get it.
but he can't be the one. Bam can't be the one.
No.
that's what Jimmy was, and now that he's gone, there's no direction for the team.
I got one for
We're
you
gonna
too.
Oh, okay.
stop. If I
I'm
was a team in the West, it'd be different, but I'm in the East. You got to chill out.
I'm just
You
saying, you
got to
got
chill
one.
out.
You
Hey, you
know
know
what
Hey,
what?
I'm saying?
Hey, that's
hey, I'm rocking with who I picked to win it all this year. I'm rocking with OKC.
you know that's cool and
Wow.
all, but after Wednesday, depending on what happens, you might need to slide that my way.
All right, all
I
right.
don't-
I guess the one other thing we should probably touch on now that we're done with Miami and their shitty ass team. Um, Juju did tear her
Thank
ACL.
you. I was thanking you. Hoping
I didn't
about
even
that.
see that.
Shams tweeted it out. She got an ACL tear.
Oh my
She is
Can-
done.
god!
cancel Christmas. I don't
I don't
want.
even want to watch anymore.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't want to
over.
watch.
WNBA. We cancel that until Juju's back.
We can't go that far.
I did
Yeah,
not even see that.
I don't even know
injuries.
any.
You better not say nothing
Yeah,
because they gonna call your
WNBA
bluff
not even
now.
coming back anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll call you bluff. They wouldn't have called a bluff because they know that they had Juju coming down the pipeline. Now with Juju gonna take an extra year. Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
Paige.
Pages
It's
definitely
pages.
got to try to hold
hey,
it down.
Tone sent that graphic, that 50-40-90 while leading in
First in
assist to
history.
turnover. Yeah,
Man,
she's
that's
tough.
what Paige doing.
Page is tough.
So
That is tough. Man, but I didn't even
I
see
personally
that.
think Paige has potential to be better than Caitlyn. But people told me I'm crazy. I said,
Nah,
man,
I agree with you,
I said, I
Tone.
feel.
I
I agree
think,
with you.
hey, now she still has a chance because obviously she's still super young. I think Juju will be better than all of them.
But it's just their game. Yeah, I think Juju will be better than all. It's just their
See, but
game.
now
When
it
I watch
depends.
Yeah,
Paige got
see,
handles. Like Paige got handles, and
better
it's
than
like
Juju.
no. I'm talking about Caitlyn.
Okay.
Paige got handles, and so she gets to the bucket a little different, and I feel like she's gonna play make a little different when she gets to the W. Now Juju got size. That's
Yeah,
what's
and she can
different
finish.
than she can finish, and she got
Mhm.
that left and the handles. Now I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna affect her game. You know what I'm saying? Like she was quicker than a lot of other people on the court. She with that size, so
Yeah,
who
I
knows what's
just,
gonna happen?
Yeah,
But
I was gonna say that ACL might derail everything. Hope
oh
that it doesn't.
man,
You really hope that it doesn't. But there's a lot of players that have not been the same after an ACL and Achilles. We've seen it time and time again. And you hope that this isn't the case, but it felt like we should bring it up because Shams did tweet it while we were live.
I did
for
not see
me,
that. That's awful.
this is nasty because although player development is key in all players' growth. It's rough because WNBA players have to stay for 4 years. And so once you have this type of injury, the potential of having another injury is there.
Yeah,
And it's just sad
it
that
grows.
she won't even get to see the league for another 3 years. To see the league.
No, she after she'd be eligible after this year, right? Or after not after this year, but after next year.
Oh, she's a sophomore, right?
Yeah,
So
I think
she
you only
got
need 3 years. I think it's only 3.
I thought it was 4.
I think it's
Okay,
I
my
think it's like the
bad.
NFL. I think it's only 3.
My bad. I thought it was
Yeah,
4.
but even then, I don't know if she
I thought I heard
wanna.
Cheryl Swoop say 4.
Is it 4?
He
We'll find
might
out.
miss a majority of time next year. I don't know if she wants
Yeah,
to do that and then go straight to the league. She might not play well. Her just draft stock might tank. She might need her senior year as well
I will
to.
say the one good thing out of all of this is that it was her right leg, I believe, which is the good, like,
Yeah,
because her left leg is
right.
her strong leg. That's what she's going, shooting off of when she's going to the cup and, the what do they call it? Lightning launch off the
yep.
left. So that's the one good thing if you want to think of any good out of this. But
Okay. So no, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I was wrong. Tony, you were right. So it's either 4 college seasons or you have to be 22.
yeah, so I'm saying she won't see the W for another 3 years at least. And that's just,
Oh
It's
yeah,
tough.
yeah, at
when
least
you
3
think
years.
about her potential, you think about her game. Like give her one more year. She's ready for the W. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see it. She's ready for the W.
She
Hmm.
is.
And to me, it's just I don't know why they're doing that. Like
They
How
have
when
they
you
have
Caitlyn
have
to
that
was
change
much,
too,
that.
though.
She has to change that. Or they
That's how
have to change
Caitlyn
that.
was. That's how Paige is. Like they was been ready.
that's what I'm saying. When you have that much, like it's that easy of an eye test for certain players. You should something. They got to put something to excuse something. They got to change that, man. The restrictions is crazy.
The restrictions are crazy.
That is
It is.
that is awful, man. I feel for her. I mean, she's just so fun. She's my favorite. Aside from Kalia Copper, I love Kalia Copper. I love Kyle Copper.
I
She is
had
a
just
bucket.
so I don't know if y'all seen the little viral moment of Juju and Jaden.
Yeah.
And so there was a little conversation about who's more famous um, of the two. And it's crazy because you think about Ju, and she's like, if there was probably an age group,
Mhm.
anything 22 and under, 25 maybe and under, Juju's more famous.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because the NFL is watched by predominantly men,
Yep.
grown men, adults, men. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
then they don't even have their helmets on. I mean, they have helmets on, so you can't see their faces for 80% of the game. No one, you can walk by. You might see Jaden Daniels and be like, he looks like an athlete, but you might not know that he's a football player. You could,
I'm not gonna lie. When nobody say Jaden Daniels looked like an athlete, he weighed about 126 pounds, soaking wet,
Yeah,
holding a bag of
bro
bricks.
he is
He looked.
big. He
and
built
so
like a
Juju's
twig.
got easily the more recognizable face.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy to me that she's going down, man. Like,
I feel for it. Like that is
Dang.
off. I didn't. I lit. Yeah, you literally broke that to me. I did not see that. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh man.
yeah,
But hey, praying for.
Yep.
Um, definitely thoughts and prayers go out to Juju right now for
yeah,
come back from injury.
quick return, quick return.
Yeah, for
Think
sure.
you think they still win without her?
No, they're not beating UConn without
You don't think
Paige
so?
or without. They're not Juju. Yeah, without Juju, they're not beating UConn. They're not beating UConn. And the way the TCU is playing too, TCU Haley Van Lith is hooping right now. She is playing
Mhm.
some good basketball. The way that they're playing, I don't see it.
You think UConn comes out though?
I think UConn will win it. I think UConn will win it. I think it's gonna be fun to watch, but UConn will win it. And then I think South Carolina is always in there. You're always going to get South Carolina. I think my money would be on UConn. What about the men's? Who you got in the men's?
Hey, you know who not coming out?
Hmm.
LSU. They not coming out. You want to know
Hey,
why? Because they
Fudge,
watch because of her. They watch because of Angel Reese. Not no Caitlin Clark. Get out
they
of
don't
here.
watch. People didn't start watching women's basketball just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to know that. Shut
Look
up.
at look at LSU.
Still
Look
hooping.
at them.
Hey, Flajay nice though. Flajay nice. Flajay nice.
Yeah, yeah.
But who you got in the men's?
But the men's is so hard to predict because at any
It is.
point there could be an upset. At
Any
any
point.
point there could
Any
be an
point's fine.
upset. I think that of any sport in the world, college men's basketball is the hardest to predict who is going to win.
Absolutely.
Dude, I don't even know.
My original pick in my bracket that I made, my original pick was Alabama. I'm gonna stick with it because they're still alive. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I don't know if I do either.
Because listen, Mark Sears is one of the best guards in the nation. I mean, he is fantastic. I love his game. Mark Sears is fantastic. But when you see, I mean, in U of A, Duke is going to be, I think it's going to be a bar. People like there's some people who are going to say are saying Duke is going to just run over railroad U of A. The way that Caleb Love is playing basketball right now is at a ridiculously high level. So I would not be surprised if Caleb Love came out and said, "Hey." Plus, he came over from UNC, so he already has no love for Duke. So I would not be surprised if Caleb Love came out and dropped 35 and carried U of A to a dub.
Where we at?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Sweet 16?
Sweet 16.
Oh, yeah. Okay. See, this is right about the time where I start watching. I'm over here feeling like y'all speaking a different language right now. You know what I'm saying? But this is right around the time when I start watching, so it's perfect.
But no, listen, it's so tough, especially at that starting bracket. I mean,
oh man,
64. Are you kidding
around
me?
64. But this is like March and October are my two favorite sports months of the year. It's fantastic. March, everything's going up. Baseball starting. March Madness. NBA is getting right into the midst of the best part of the regular season. And then in October, you have the NBA starting up. NFL right in the middle of the season. Baseball playoffs is going on. Like March and October are the best months of the year. And so what we're experiencing right now, it shouldn't be taken advantage. It shouldn't be taken for granted.
Man, ain't nothing like June basketball, but okay.
Huh?
Yeah,
ain't nothing like June basketball, but okay.
June basketball is tough.
Basketball is not the best playoffs. Basketball is not the best playoffs. Basketball is not the best play. In my opinion.
Talking collective though?
Almost said that with confidence until the third time you said it, and then you said it the right way.
If you're talking just like strictly all of basketball, March Madness and an NBA playoff.
Oh, okay. No, as a collective, no. Because March Madness is NBA playoffs is not the best professional sport playoffs.
What's the best professional sport playoff?
Baseball.
Yeah.
MLB has the best.
All right, we're gonna see y'all next time on GSM. That was sorry for the error.
MLB has the best atmospheres. I promise.
I can't say anything because I don't watch baseball.
I'm from the city of Boston, right? Where baseball means a little bit more than it does to the city of Phoenix.
All right, here we go.
And I promise you that playoff baseball does not have anything close to playoff basketball.
It absolutely does. I promise, if you ask somebody who absolutely analyzes all three of the major professional sports,
I've been to both parades.
No. But if you actually ask somebody who analyzes all three professional sports, I mean, even the NHL playoffs are ridiculous.
You been in a parade before?
No, because my team hasn't, or the one the one my team
Oh,
won.
so you're
I
not
wasn't
speaking
alive.
from
You wrong,
experience.
Tone.
You're
You're
not speaking
so
from
wrong.
experience.
There you go.
I'm just saying.
No,
You're not
Yo,
speaking
just
from
because, hey,
experience.
yo, just because I didn't celebrate when Bill Russell won his first
Oh,
championship doesn't mean,
wow.
doesn't mean that I don't know how to celebrate.
But listen, like in terms of the sports world, though, when it comes to playoffs, is there anything more iconic than hearing the words "Game 7"?
That
Like I don't
exactly.
know,
There's a game
I don't
7 in baseball.
there. But when you think Game 7, you're not thinking baseball.
Do
That's
the
what I
do the
think.
do the
I
do the
don't.
playoff
I don't.
music for me. Do the playoff music for baseball for me.
The playoff music for baseball,
Hmm.
it's the
Yeah.
same as MLB on Fox.
No, but do it. I want to hear it. Like I just did it for basketball.
I
Do
tr-
it for
okay,
baseball. Let me hear it.
do the TNT one. Do the TNT
No,
one.
we don't care about TNT.
Okay, well, that was the TNT one, the one that you just did. That was a trick question. That was literally the TNT one, the inside the NBA.
No, that's not. That's not
Which one was that then?
that's NBC. That's ABC.
That is not ABC. That is not ABC.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Okay, I'm gonna play it for you as soon as we get off the stream.
That is not ABC.
Yes, it is.
You crazy?
Nah,
No, it's not. You said no, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. Anyways, we gotta get off. It's
No.
getting late.
No,
We got, huh?
I like the Bama pick though. Like I don't
Yeah.
like it, but I like it.
I'm with you on that. See, I'm on the same type timing. I like it because they have potential. They have guys who can guard. They have guys who can score. They have guys that make a championship winning basketball team. But when I see teams like Duke and I
Yeah,
see
it's
teams
hard.
like Tennessee,
See, but
like,
we thought the
So
same
who y'all
thing
think? Who y'all
with
think the
Duke.
last two teams gonna be?
It's like we saw the same thing with Duke when they had Zion and
let me-
Reddish and RJ, and
but
they got bounced in the what 8? They made it
yeah,
to
Elite
8,
Eight.
and then they
Let
got bounced. Everyone had them winning, so
me
it's
see
just
what I
Nobody
have in
like,
thought
my
they
bracket.
was gonna
and
win that.
they were by far and away the best college team in my opinion
They were.
in terms of just pure raw talent. But
Yeah,
it's
They
like
should have
absolutely.
let
pure
Zion run
raw
the one.
talent doesn't always win you games.
They should have
Whatever.
let Zion run the one.
I got Alabama and Auburn.
Auburn's tough.
Alabama and Auburn. I don't like the way that Auburn's been playing though. They've been looking a little iffy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd have to see the rest of the bracket, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm with you, Mo. It's like I like it, but I don't like it.
yeah. See, because
But
like
that's just
Florida
college
is also.
basketball.
Who you two teams?
No, I'm
D-Lo?
not
I'm
too
about to
high.
go check out some teams, man. I
I'm
ain't
not
watched
high on
no.
the Gators. I'm not high on the Gators. I'm not.
Me either. Yeah. Who you got? D'Lo in your
The men play
final?
tomorrow. The men play tomorrow.
No, Thursday. Yeah, I think.
yeah, I'd have to see the bracket for me to make an accurate.
Thursday is U of A Duke,
Messed up. What happened to
BYU
you,
Alabama,
man?
You know what?
Maryland Florida, and Arkansas Texas Tech. So I'm looking forward to it. But that is going to close out the show, gentlemen. That is going to close out the show. Appreciate everybody who watched and is going to watch after the stream. As always. Tone, D'Lo, as always. Appreciate you guys. Love y'all.
Hey, am I crazy if I say BYU?
No, they're very well coached.
Am I
They're
crazy
very
if I say
well coached.
BYU?
They're very well coached. They play very good defense. Because you know who the head coach is at BYU.
Like,
Former
am I
Phoenix Suns
crazy?
associate head coach Kevin Young.
Am I crazy to say that I like BYU coming out?
That's an interesting pick. But again, the Tennessees and the Alabamas and the Florida, like that. You know what? No, Florida. Like I'm kind of with you on Florida. I'm not liking Florida very much. But
then you got both Michigan teams on the other side of the bracket. Like,
yeah, it's tough.
But
Yeah, we gotta. Hey, if you
I
guys,
saw BYU and I was like, am I crazy for that? No,
if you guys are available, we gotta stream after the national championship game. We gotta come on here live
oh
after the
yeah,
national championship.
dude, the national championship game year after year is just
It's fantastic.
Hey, before
fantastic.
that, we'll see y'all after the next Suns game.
Yeah, we
D'Lo.
will.
Yeah, D'Lo. I
Know
hope you're
that.
available for that Wednesday.
Know that.
Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll be available.
Wednesday night after the Suns beat the Celtics.
Whoa.
As always,
We'll
don't
get there.
forget, you are amazing, you are beautiful, and you matter. Nobody else is going to tell you I love you, not just because you're watching, but because you're an amazing person. I'm proud of you, and always remember, it is nice to be important. It is much, much more important to be nice. We'll see you Wednesday night after the Suns BTA the Celtics.
Oh.
We out. Peace.